Hey everyone, welcome. How are you today? I'm Heather, I'm Bent Yogi. This is Friday Power Flow. Let's get started. Come onto your mat and come into your downward facing dog. And if it feels better, I have a dirty mat today. And if it feels better to begin in child's pose, you can begin in child's pose. You can add child's pose in at any point during any practice with me. So whether in your downward dog or in your child's pose, start to connect with your breath. Start to connect with your foundation. And your breath is part of your foundation. So go ahead, let's take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Feel your hands connected to the ground. You can even take a peek at your hands, spread your fingers wide. You can let your head hang down here. Feel your feet, your toes, your heels. Feel which parts of your feet connect to the ground. And just notice, is that intentional or is that kind of your default? Are you hanging on with your toes or are you pushing your heels down? Can you adjust so that your foundation is intentional, just like your breath? Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. And take one more deep breath in here. And as you exhale, lightly step or jump to the front edge of your mat. Find your halfway lift. And let's take a couple of breaths here. Again, an intentional foundation. Find a place for your hands. You can soften your knees. Draw your low belly in and up and feel your spine lengthen and your heart lift. Take one more big inhale here. Fold forward, exhale. Connect into your feet, soft knees. Come on up to stand. Reach your hands high. Lift your heart. Look up, a big inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. You can set your gaze here. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. Take a full breath in. And a long breath out. Inhale, sweep your hands high, reach up, look up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat, step back, high push up, knees lifted or lowered, forward and halfway down, low push up. You can drop your knees or come all the way down. Upward dog. Take a big inhale, lead with your heart. Downward dog, exhale. Set your gaze to one point. You can close your eyes if that works better. Take a full inhale. And a full exhale. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Take another deep breath in. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Lift up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, low push-up, step or jump back. Upward dog, a full breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Take a big inhale. And then empty it out. Take another deep breath in here. Exhale, walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to stand, hands high, heart lifts. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Upward dog, take a breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Nice. A breath or two here. One breath at a time. You can breathe at your own pace. You can move at your own pace. You can add in any variations that feel right for you today. Take one more big inhale, exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Set your feet, put a big bend in your knees. Wave your body a little more in your heels, but keep your toes soft and light, intentional. Intentional balance, grounding down, sitting down, and then lifting up and lightening up. Take a big breath in here, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Upward dog, take a breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Right foot steps forward, warrior one. Back foot spins flat. Come on up. Set your feet. You can set your gaze here, soften your shoulders, hands higher your heart, but lift up out of your hips. Bend into your front knee and lift up out of your hips. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hands come back down. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one. Rise up. Adjust your feet as needed. Notice if you need to adjust your attention. So if you're distracted, either by stuff in the room or by stuff in the world or stuff in your head, come back to your body. Come back to this breath. Take a really big inhale here. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Take another big inhale. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana. Sit low, reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up. Exhale. Upward dog. Take a breath in. Downward dog. Breath out. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one. Back foot flat. Rise up. Exhale. Hands come down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog. Inhale. Downward dog. Exhale. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one. Rise up. Exhale. Hands come back to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog. Inhale. Downward dog. Exhale. Right foot steps again. Warrior one. Rise up. Now add in your warrior two. A little more space between your feet. Lengthen through your arms. Feel right to the tips of your fingers. Dip into your front knee. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your right hand high. Reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Find a place for your left hand that works. Dip back into your front knee. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Hands come down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog. Inhale. Downward dog. Exhale. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one. Rise up. Open out. Warrior two. Front foot is flat and straight. That's intentional. Back toes towards the side edge of your mat or a little bit forward. That's intentional. All of this is intentional. You are intentionally creating space for yourself, being in your body, being in this moment, being in your strength and your power. Now dip into your front knee, lengthen through your back leg, spin your palms to the sky, take your left hand high, reverse your warrior. Big full body breath here, grounding down so you can lift up and lighten up. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog. Inhale. Downward dog. Exhale. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Once more. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana. Sit down. Reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, Bakasana, crow pose. So go ahead, you can come into your squat or you can play around with setting up your crow. Hands on your mat, about shoulder width. Fingers spread wide. Big bend in your elbows, point them back behind you, knees above elbows. And then just start to play around with it. Shift a little bit forward, maybe lift one foot, you can lift both feet. As you come forward, lift your chest, lift your heart. Take a big inhale. Now, chaturanga. Step or jump back. Upward dog. A big breath in. Downward dog. Breath out. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one. Rise up. Open out. Warrior two. Take your right hand high. Reverse. Side angle. Parsva Konasana. Right elbow to your right thigh. Left hand reaches high. Check in here. 2 feet on your mat. Warrior 2 feet. Warrior 2 legs grounded and supported. And then you can stay here, or you can extend your top arm forward, or wrap your top arm around behind your back for your half bind or your full bind. Take your time with it. You don't have to think about which variation you want to come into, but instead feel. Feel where you want to be right here, right now. And hopefully it is right here, right now. This is where you want to be. This is really, Really amazing place to be, in your body, in this moment, in your strength and your power. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Dip a little deeper into your front knee. Take your top arm up. From here, left hand down to your mat under your left shoulder. Spin to the ball of your left foot, runner's lunge, and rise up to your crescent lunge. Hands together or apart up overhead. Push off with your back foot, warrior three. Just a little bit of a push. And begin to tip forward. Now you can keep your hands, your arms extending forward. You can bring your hands to your heart or to your hips. Extend through both legs. Take a big inhale, lightly drop back to your crescent lunge. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a big inhale, twist to your right. Left elbow towards the outside of your right thigh. Back knee can stay lifted here, or you can bring your back knee down. Either way, feel your left leg, your left foot, integrated into what you are doing. Integrate into your body, into this pose, into this moment. And you can keep your hands together or open up. Left hand reaching down, right hand high. Maybe you want to take your right arm around behind your back, the start of your bind. You might even be able to explore coming into your bind here. With breath, with intention. A big inhale and a big exhale. On your next inhale, come up and around to your warrior two. Find your footing. Right hand high reverse. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, left foot steps forward. Warrior one. Come up, open out. Warrior two. Take your left hand high, reverse your warrior. Side angle, Parsva Konasana. Left elbow, left thigh. And your right hand reaches high. The movement of your breath, the movement of the flow, movement of energy, right? The balance of stillness. You can stay here, add in the extension, or work with your half or full bind. And there's always movement. There's always growth. Even when you're holding a pose, right? You're never stuck. You certainly don't have to feel like you're stuck and you have to stay in the pose. You can add in variations. You can do what works for you. But whether we're moving or we're holding a pose, our breath is moving, our energy is moving, there's all kinds of things happening in our body. There's growth, there's change. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, reach your top arm up. Now bring your right hand down to your mat under your right shoulder. Spin to the ball of your right foot. You can adjust where you have your left foot and rise up to your crescent lunge. Hands together or apart up overhead. Little bit of a push off with that back foot coming into your warrior three. And maybe you tip back before you tip forward. You can keep extending your hands forward. You can bring them to your heart or to your hips. Lengthening through both legs. Strong core, big inhale. Lightly drop back, crescent lunge. Draw your hands to your heart here. Take a big inhale. Now twist to your left. Right elbow towards the outside of your left thigh. And again, integrating that back leg. You can't see it, but you need it. And integrating all the parts of your body that you can't see. So you're using your whole body. Your whole body is supporting you. And you are supporting your whole being. Now hands can stay together. They can open up. Right hand might come under the right shoulder or on the outside of your left leg. You can take that top arm around behind your back. That's the start of your bind. Maybe you explore hooking your hands under your front thigh. And that doesn't mean the hands have to meet. Let this practice meet you where you are, right here, right now. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. On your next inhale, come up and around to your warrior two. Take your left hand high, reverse your warrior. Exhale, hands come down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog, take a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Take a big inhale and a long exhale. Another deep breath in here. Exhale, walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Set your feet, bend your knees. Heart high, hands to your heart. Take a big inhale. Twist to your left. Right elbow towards the outside of your left thigh. So you're twisting to your left. Long spine, even press through your feet. Even press through your hands. And you can keep your hands together or you can open up. You might add in a side crow here. Maybe you work with a different variation. Work with your body. Work with your breath. Feel what you're working with today. What's different? What's happening in your body, in your being today? Take a big inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Now, half moon on your right. Right foot standing, right hand down. Left leg lifts. Start to lean back a little bit. Take your left arm up or work with your left arm on your left side body. You had the twist. Now, the contrast, opening up. If you want to play around with a variation, it's as simple as shifting your gaze, walking your eyes up towards your lifted thumb. Maybe you can lighten up on your bottom hand, even bring your bottom hand to your heart. It helps to look down for that. Take a deep breath in. Now, left foot down beside the right. Utkatasana, chair pose. Bring your hands to your heart. Sit down, sit back, heart stays lifted. Big inhale. Twist to your right. Left elbow towards the outside of your right thigh. And even as you take your left elbow towards the outside of the right leg, doesn't necessarily have to get there. Hands can stay together or open up. You are here. And that's what matters. That's what is important. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. We are here. Breathe in and breathe out. Together, connecting. Take one more big breath in. Fold forward, exhale. Now half moon on your left. Left foot standing, left hand down, right leg lifts. Begin to open up. Begin to open up. Grounded, supported. Lifting up, lightening up. One breath at a time. Again, you can play around with any variation you like here. Right? You might shift your gaze up. Take your time with that. You might bring your bottom hand to your heart. Engage both legs, engage your core. Little leaning back, take your flying foot up, a big breath in, and then release, forward fold. Here, walk your feet about hips width distance apart. Bend your knees, rest your chest on your thighs. Interlace your fingers at your low back. You can add a towel or strap in here. Knuckles press back, heart lifts, so a little bit of a back bend, and then fold forward, exhale. Straightening your legs, rinsing your shoulders to your own degree. Let your head drop. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, release your hands. Walk your feet closer together to touch and rise to stand. Come up, shoulders back, hands high, heart lifts. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Upward dog, take a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. And take a deep breath in here. As you exhale, step or jump your feet to the outsides of your hands. And come on down into your squat, Navasana. Hands come towards your heart. Heart lifts up. Elbows to the insides of your knees, right? So you get a nice heart opener, hip opener. Your spine is lengthening. You can feel your feet on your mat. Maybe you have your feet flat. Maybe you're up on the balls of your feet. Here, let your left arm extend. Take your right arm up and to the right. A little bit of a twist, a spiral. Breathe in. And breathe out. And then switch it up. Right arm extends down and out. Left arm goes up and back. You can feel this. Feel your right arm connect to your right leg. Feel a twist in your center. You can look up and back. Take a big breath in. Come on back here. Sit down and come into your boat pose, Navasana. You can start with bent knees if you like. If it works, extend your legs. Extend your hands. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower to a hover. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now come back up to your boat. You can give yourself a little bit of an assist. Twist to your left. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Twist to your right. Heart lifted, core engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center, lower and hover. Hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to your boat pose. Come on back to Navasana. Bent knees or straight legs. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross your ankles, rock forward, plant your hands, make your way back to your downward facing dog. And you can move through your high-low push-up, upward dog to downward dog. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Bring your feet together a little bit forward. Take your right leg up to the sky. Bend your right knee for your down dog hip opener. And if you want to let that foot pull you over, you can flip your dog. You can also work with your left knee down on your mat. Now if you're over, come on back around. Take your right leg up. Come forward to your high push-up, right knee above and outside your right elbow. You can drop to the low push-up or add in an arm balance. Inhale, up and back to your three-legged dog. High push-up, right knee above and outside your left elbow. Again, the option for the low push-up or the arm balance, or drop your back knee. Inhale, up and back, three-legged dog. Now, half pigeon. Right knee forward, left leg. Just a moment where you extend that left leg behind you, your left leg. You can adjust where you have your right foot. Nice to walk your hands back a little bit, even out your hips, lift your heart, a big inhale. And then lengthen and fold forward. And if it works better to come into the variation on your back, you can set that up. You can add in a prop under your hip or your chest or your forehead. So many different options. It's nice to feel that here. Not so much think about your options, but really feel. Just that you have support and that you have the option and the opportunity to really take care of yourself. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. And feel what's happening right here, right now, in your body, in your being. As I was preparing for this class, I was thinking, what should I do today? What should I teach? Because some of my Friday Power Flows have different focuses. And what can I do to make it interesting or exciting? And then I kind of caught myself because I realized, right, or I remembered that this practice is always interesting and exciting. It's always new and different because our bodies are different. Our beings are different every time we get on our mat. So day to day, even moment to moment, there's so much change and growth that happens. We just have to show up for it. Take a deep breath in here and a long breath out. And set your hands under your shoulders and make your way back to your downward facing dog. So if you want to add in your vinyasa, you can. Maybe a three-legged dog. And bring your feet together and forward. Left leg high. Bend your left knee. Down dog hip opener. You can flip right over. Take your time. You can work with your right knee on your mat, lifting out of your shoulder or your shoulders. And then if you're over, come on around. Left leg goes back up. Here, high push up, left knee above and outside your left elbow. Belly in and up. You can drop the back knee. You can drop to a low push up or the arm balance. Up and back. Three-legged dog, high push up, left knee above and outside your right elbow. Stay strong through your core. Steady breath. Inhale, up and back, three-legged dog. Now half pigeon. Left knee, left thumb. Right leg walks back. Take your time with it. Absolutely. Adjust. anywhere, anyway that you need to. So you can be here. Lengthening as you fold. Maybe you set up the variation on your back. You can notice that this side is different than the other side. I think it's more important to notice what's happening. Not so much that it's different than the other side, but what is actually happening right here, right now. Because then you can adjust, adapt, and you can enjoy being in your body, this breath, this moment, being in your strength and your power. And even that, to be in your strength and your power, you need the balance of softness. Right? Soften into it. Allow it. Feel the movement of your breath, a big inhale. And a big exhale. Take a full breath in. And a long breath out. Hands under your shoulders. One last downward facing dog. And whatever movement feels good for you. Take a breath in. And a breath out. And if you're in your downward dog, bring your knees down. Sit back over your heels. Come onto your back. Set up for your bridge or your wheel. Set your feet flat. Take a breath in. Lift your hips, lift your heart. Hands and arms alongside you or interlace your fingers under your low back. Right. Wheel is an option. Intentional rest is an option. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Take one more full inhale here and then gently come on down. Come onto your back. Bring the soles of your feet together, your knees to the sides. Take a big inhale and a full exhale. We'll move right from here into Shavasana. So if you want to add in a twist, you can. You can keep your legs as they are, extend them out. Any last little bits of movement, poses that feels right, so you can settle into your Shavasana. Be here, right now, and enjoy. And take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Be in your body, in a place of ease, and strength, and power, and joy. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Just bring some gentle movement back to your body. Draw your knees to your chest. You can roll to one side and make your way to seated. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your gaze, lower your gaze, or close your eyes. And together, let's take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining me for this Friday Power Flow. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and like the video, share with friends. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you on your mat.